Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
I got an interesting question yesterday. This guy, he sent me a message. He said, I would like to take your services, but before that, I have a question to ask you. So I said, yeah, go ahead. What's your question? So, because before I accept a client, I like to qualify the client to know that, can I deliver? Do I know what the client wants? Because simply booking a session and the client asks you some weird ass question for which you're not qualified for, or a weird request just because they paid you money, I don't like it. So I always ask the question, what do you want? Specifically, can I give it to you? Basic stuff. So the guy's question is, he wanted to improve on his personal brand, earn more money. He wanted an expert opinion. But then he asked me, before I do that, I have a question to ask you. I said, go ahead. And he said, if you are so successful, if you're the number one personal branding strategist as you claim to be, why do you have to work? Why do you have to work? Why is your fees so affordable? Shouldn't you be like premium, like $10,000 or $20,000 an hour? I said, okay. Now, I listened to it. At first I felt like laughing, but then I realized there was merit to the question. Why, if I'm so successful, why am I so affordable, and why am I not charging like $10,000 or $100,000 an hour? Okay, let's answer this. The first one is the definition of success. What is your definition of success? I know it's a cliche first point, but for one person it'll be, I want $1 million in the bank. Okay, another person it'll be, I want 100 million. Another person it would be, I want to have multiple businesses and multiple cars and multiple girls and babes and travel around the world. For one other person, success would be, I want to be with my parents, stay at home. One other person would be helping the poor. So different people have different. I'll give you my definition. My definition of success is, I want to enjoy each and every day of my life. Each and every day I want to enjoy. And while enjoying, work the least amount of time, and make the maximum money for that time. Okay? So if I can work one day in a week, for 2 hours or 1 hour, okay? Don't mind the dog. If I can work for 1 hour or 2 hours, hi doggies. See, you can see all the doggies. Hi doggy. Oh, you can't see. You can see? Yeah. Okay. You see, this doggy in the center is not bothered. This guy is not bothered. These other dogs are bothered. So if you don't react, they don't do anything. See, this one's curious. Wants to make friends. Now when I come back again, they'll bark. If I turn, this girl gets scared. So anyway, okay, I was talking to you. So, for me, if I work 2 days in, let's say, in a week, I'm happy. Now, what do I mean by work? Work is, I am doing things for someone else. I'm not doing things for me. Like, let's say, I make a video for my brand. I don't consider it work. I'm making this video. I don't consider this work. I'm writing an article. I don't consider it work. The reason being is I enjoy this. I enjoy this. I have fun. I would be doing this even if I didn't get paid. Why? I was watching if the dog would move. Okay, so that to me is work. When I do someone else's project, that's work. So as of now, the work that I do on myself, which I don't consider work, is every single day. Every single day, a video is coming out. Every single day, content is going out. Every single day, I'm interacting with people. I enjoy this. And every single day, I play my games. I spend time with my family. I'm with my baby. 24/7, I can hold my baby. I can hold my wife. I mean, while making a decent living. So I'm in... Don't go this side, the doggies will bark. So you can turn. Because she is small, no? So doggies will think she's like a small doggy. Okay. Come. Washi. Come. Yee. Careful, huh? Yee. She enjoys getting praise. So, anyway, so that to me is success, okay? Now, this is the first part. The second thing is in terms of money. Now, this is where common sense is required. People tell me, if you earn $1 million, will you stop working or will you give up your brand? I tell them that 1 million is not enough. Now, what do I mean by this? I'll give a simple example. Calculate what is your salary. Calculate your wife's salary. Calculate both your income. And multiply that, 1 month, multiply that into 12. Just do it. Do it now so that you get a perspective. And I'll tell you, you'll be surprised. If your income is, let's say, 10,000, whatever currency, 10,000, and your wife's is also 10,000, 1 year will be 120, for two people, 240. So 240,000, that's almost like 250,000. So into 4 years is 1 million, okay? So for 4 years, it'll be enough. What do you do after the 4th year? So what people don't seem to understand is, money is never enough. And given the cost that every year there is an increase, let's say, of expense, cost of living, say roughly by 10%. So you need to have an income increase by 10% every year if you have to manage your costs and the other expense. So how do you manage this? Okay. And many times I've seen some people win a lottery or win 100,000. I tell them it's not fucking enough. It's just enough for 1 year, man. And that money goes. I'll tell you, like for example, me coming to Thailand, people think, oh, it's the cheapest place, Loy, I want to come down to Thailand. It's so cheap, so affordable. Yes, it is cheap. Yes, it is affordable. But when you stay here, money just gets spent, man. I would say in the first year itself, year number 1, just shifting and moving right from Dubai to Thailand, close to 200,000 dirhams went. 200,000. Okay, just shifting, moving, shipping all my goods, paying for the company, registration, lawyer, back and forth, legal aspects. Just 200,000 straight off. And I'm not talking of paying in advance. I'm just talking of everything for the first year only, Yeah, fuck, money just goes off here. So the second thing is like, money is never enough. You tell me with regards to you, every month you get the money, where does it all go? Don't you feel it's expensive? Okay, that's 2. And number 3, the final reason, I'll just give you 3, is you might be earning today, you might be irrelevant tomorrow. You can make money today. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow, what if you're outdated? What if you're boring? What if you're no longer popular? What if people don't want you anymore? What do you do then? So I told this guy, look, listen, exactly. I gave him the points as I've stated. And I said, and you can take this as a bonus point. People are not dumb. When you're dealing with clients, when you're dealing with customers, they are not stupid, okay? They will evaluate every penny. If you're too cheap, you cannot sustain. If you're too expensive, they don't want to deal. And given the fact that I like to keep my expenses low, I like to be relaxed, I charge people what I feel is important enough. If someone is paying me like, let's say $10,000 or $100,000, I have met a coach who charges, $100,000. He charges per project. But this guy, if you interact with him, he drives a Rolls Royce, he has a mansion, he meets people in very sophisticated settings, he goes first class, he will dine in only the most expensive joints, his attire is all first class, expensive stuff. So the money that is spent, the experience also has to be the same now. And when he meets clients, he takes them to first, 5-star outings. So me, on the other hand, I'm sitting at home with my shorts and just a t-shirt. I don't focus on all these frills. I just focus on the content of the message. So because I'm enjoying a certain luxury, I'm making it very relaxed. I'm just focusing on the content. I'm telling you that for me, what I'm earning is what I earn in 1 hour is what maybe some people earn in one week. And sometimes I'll tell you may not believe this. Sometimes I make one deal that is enough for 2-3 months, man. So, and I don't have to travel. I don't have to move from my house. I don't have to get up from my chair. The comfort of my own house. From the comfort of my own home, I'm getting paid. It's paradise. So I told the guy all this. I think he was not impressed. I think he wanted to know, there's that something. I don't know, maybe he was just curious. But, like they say, you need to know what you're worth. You need to be realistic. You need to be practical. In terms of the content that I share, I can challenge you. Open challenge. You pay a guy 100,000. You pay me. Compare both. I'll tell you, there's nothing extra that he has taught you that I wouldn't share. So, and this comes from practical experience, not from reading books. So, I'm not saying you cannot find anybody better than me. Absolutely you can find, but you'll have to pay also accordingly. Because people who are in my industry, who know their worth, and who are really good, they'll charge you a hell lot. So just be careful when you're dealing with some of them, because you'll end up paying money and you'll end up losing everything. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you in terms of why I charge so less if I'm so successful. Anyway, I hope that gave you perspective. And just FYI, you'll be surprised to know some of what he said is very affordable. Many people they moan and groan and cry and complain, and they say they can't afford it. So I guess my target market finds me reasonably priced. I'm not dealing with millionaires, man. I'm dealing with normal people, normal budgets. So you need to know your target market also. Can they pay or cannot they pay? Anyway, let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. This is me signing off. Take care.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you are left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.